and move to the gridiron. Yes. Yesterday, Jets head coach Robert Saleh said his instinct is to not play his 40-year-old QB this preseason. That QB's name is Aaron Rodgers, of course, who only played 4 snaps last year for the Jets before tearing his Achilles in the season opener. He was asked about not playing an exhibition game.
No, I don't have any restrictions. I'm doing keepers, rollouts. So it was news to me yesterday when he said I wasn't going to play in the first 2. But we hadn't even had a conversation yet about that. So, and then if he wants me to play, I'll play.
Aaron Rodgers learning on the spot there that he would not be playing in the preseason. Now, these are his regular.
Even if that's true, why would you vocalize that? It seems like he and Saleh are just at war with each other. I'm sorry for interrupting. I just had to get that out there.
Rodgers doesn't like drama?
Like, why did he have to say that? Why did Saleh have to say, yeah, it's an unexcused absence? Just be quiet. It's too loud. You don't win Super Bowls with a loud team.
Here's my theory. He's a covert operative for Stephen A. Smith. So they have something to talk about on First Take. Greeny, the Jets fan, there's something to talk about on Get Up, the Rodgers Saleh dynamic. So you saw some of those season-long props that you can bet at ESPN Bet for Rodgers. My question to you, if we don't see him in the preseason at all, coming off this injury, would you have any confidence in betting over despite the optimism there is for this offense?
So it's tricky, and that's an excellent question. I mean, when you look at the stock market, when you look at the stock market and how people tend to make money, really good investors, they thrive in chaos. They thrive in the unpredictable nature. Like some of the biggest scores ever were made in 2008 when there was a lot of market turmoil, and in 2020 during COVID. Not to bring all that up and make this too heavy, but that's what you're looking for as a bettor. We talk about this with the NBA props market all the time. When a guy is ruled out at the last minute, the books kind of have to scramble to figure out who's going to step up, who are we going to adjust, where's the pricing. If you're ready for that sort of thing, you can take advantage of it. That's where the scores are to be made. Even if Rodgers played, how many snaps would he play, and who's he playing against? He's playing against backups that are running vanilla coverages. Yeah. So I don't know if we would learn that much to begin with. So I don't think him not playing hurts us in terms of getting a read going into the season.
I generally agree with that. I'm glad you used the chaos analogy because that's what he is inviting with the way that he deals with the dynamic in his locker room, his coaches. I expect Aaron Rodgers, I don't care, coming off an Achilles at age 40 with the weapons he has around him, Garrett Wilson, Breece Hall, bringing over Mike Williams. They upgraded the offensive line significantly, at least tried to. On paper, this should be a very good offense, and I trust Rodgers' talent has gone nowhere, and that medical science, even for a 40-year-old, will work. And as long as there's not another fluke injury, if he's playing 15, 16, 17 games, he's going to put up stats. The Jets are going to win games, and this is going to look really good. So I have no hesitations betting overs. I have no hesitations thinking Rodgers balls out this year.
I think the biggest beneficiary of all of this is Breece Hall. Okay. His rushing prop is only 50 yards higher than what he recorded last year. They were playing from behind in a lot of those games. They had lousy quarterback play, so opposing defenses could stack the box. And on top of that, they're trailing late in games, so they had to throw. He's going to have an opportunity to roll up some big numbers this season. I like that rushing prop. I think he's going to score big.
He and Garrett Wilson might be Offensive Player of the Year candidates because I don't know if Rodgers is going to garner the narrative for an MVP, even if he balls out. But if that offense is good, they'll reward it somehow, and maybe Breece or Garrett is the way they do so. Speaking of offenses and QBs, #1 overall pick Caleb Williams will have to wait another week himself to make his NFL debut. The Bears rook and other starters will not play in tomorrow's Hall of Fame game. Second-year QB Tyson Bagent will start against the Houston Texans. Texans are favored by 1.5 total, sitting at 31.5. So let's talk about this game with Anita Marks. You won't be with us tomorrow, and we know you're going to fire on the Hall of Fame game, so you have to share with the people what you're doing. What are you targeting with tomorrow night's game?
Yeah, I like the Texans here for a number of reasons. I'm going to play the Texans. I'll lay the points. It's been fluctuating, -2, -1.5. It's been all over the place. On top of that, I'm going to take the first half under at -15.5. Follow me. I'm looking at the quarterback play here, and you talked about it, right? Who's going to be starting? Caleb Williams isn't going to be starting. The Bears focusing intently on getting him ready for the regular season. Badgett, Ripon, whoever. Nope, my money is not going to be on them. It's going to be on guys who have already started and played a lot in the NFL. The last 2 seasons. Case Keenum, Tim Boyle. Believe it or not, this is the backup quarterback. This is the quarterback room for the Texans. So I really like the Texans. I'll lay the points. And again, just Not a lot of points being scored in these Hall of Fame games, so I do like the under, and I'll play that in the first half.